Hi, I'm Julie. That's Dick. That's Abby. And there's our Travato, Boxy the van. And in this episode of Life as Tumbleweeds, we're exploring the California Redwoods. Well, we're back on the road, making our way south on Highway 101 towards San Diego. As we started planning this trip, we realized that Highway 101 would pass through the Redwoods National and State Parks, so we decided to spend a night there.
Look at how this cutie is laying. Her butt's on me, but her little head is next to her toy in the middle. So cute. She loves it. She's so cute. Look at this. What a magical forest.
Driving south that morning, the highway carried us straight into the coast redwoods. The fog hung low in the forest, and shafts of sunlight cut through the mist, making the drive feel otherworldly, like a scene from a fantasy novel. These trees are the tallest living things on Earth. The biggest redwoods soar nearly 380 feet into the sky, taller than a 35-story building. But the largest trees here, they're not just big, they're also ancient. Some are more than 2,000 years old. Stop and think about that for a second. These very trees were standing here centuries before the first European explorers ever reached this coast. And you won't find them anywhere else in the world. Coast redwoods grow only in a narrow strip from southern Oregon through northern California, thriving in the cool, moist climate and pulling moisture directly from the fog itself. We got to the Redwoods National and State Parks Visitor Center at noon, so after a quick peek inside to stamp my National Parks book and pick up some souvenirs, it was time to do some parking lot lunch prep. those trees is the ocean.
Eureka! We found a brewery that we recognize. That building over there was built in 1920. It's the Arkley Center for the Performing Arts. I know it because it's written on the side there.
Driving through the Avenue of the Giants, we couldn't help but appreciate our state and national parks and the work they do to maintain these forests so we can enjoy them. But what I didn't realize that day is just how close we came to losing them. Logging began here in the mid-1800s around the time of the California Gold Rush. Redwood lumber was used to frame homes, build railroads, and even entire cities like San Francisco. But what I imagine seemed like an endless resource at the time wasn't. Within just a few generations, more than 90% of the original redwood forest was cut down. The enormity of that loss inspired one of California's first major conservation efforts. In 1918, a group of scientists and citizens formed the Save the Redwoods League, intending to buy and protect what was left of the forests. A few years later, in 1921, they helped create Humboldt Redwood State Park, right here along the South Fork of the Eel River. It grew into the largest redwood state park in California. Over time, more parks were added up north, each protecting another piece of what remained. Then, in 1968, the federal government stepped in and created Redwood National Park, expanding the effort to save the last old-growth stands and the watersheds that sustain them. Today, the national and state parks work together as one system, a partnership between California and the National Park Service that protects these ancient trees for future generations. So when we drive down this road, we're not just passing through a forest. We're traveling through one of the great conservation success stories of the 20th century. Let's hope we can keep it that way.
You're one of the few things I can count on. One of the few things I can trust. You're one of the few things I can I can trust. You're one of the few things I can count on. never said. Cause I'll love you in the end, the corners of the earth, where it starts to bend.
No barking. No barking. Hey, no. 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 Quiet. You're being a brat.
You can catch me in the morning, staring at your face. And there is nothing in the world that could ever take your place. 'Cause I love you in the end, the corners of the earth, where it starts to bend.
Thank you. Ooh, just a little pickle. Just a little pickle.
That's your side dish.
Oh. Mmm. Wow, this is...
Yeah? Yay! We just left our campsite and we're heading out of these beautiful redwoods. Look at the size of that thing. You can't even tell that it's bigger than the van from this angle, but it is.
It's freaking huge.
Ah, it's so beautiful. Love it up here. Well, I think this is pretty much it for our coastal trip.
Yep.
We're gonna head inland to visit family, and then we're gonna make our way back to San Diego. Probably just on the boring old 5, so I don't think there's gonna be much to video here.
Boring old 5.
But we are departing through the Avenue of the Giants, and it's just amazing. Gosh. Thank you, Humboldt, for a beautiful, beautiful place. It's just awesome. It's not beautiful. It's awe-inspiring. It's huge. There's just no words. I'm trying.
Yeah, being able to drive through is kind of crazy.
I know.
This big ass van. It's like so tiny.
I know.
I feel like I take up a lot of this land. Bye-bye, guys. Have a nice trip. Drive-through tree.
Shrine tree. I don't think they can clear us.
Nope. More redwoods.
So one of the big challenges in a place like this is that you just can't capture the scale of it, like how huge and amazing and impressive these trees are. While Dick and Abby wait over there in the van, I thought I would give you a little peek just for some, it's almost impossible to see the scale of these amazing, amazing forms of life. They're trees, Julie. They're just trees. But check out how big they are. I mean, could you even get an idea of it from here? I don't know, but holy cow. Okay, let's go look. You just can't fathom it. You really can't without being here. It's just amazing. And there's tiny little Boxy. I'm wearing slippers. The weather is very comfortable. I didn't even need my hoodie.
So this has been a fairly common occurrence on our travels. Wonder what this one is getting us past. Here's the Eel River.